Hi there, and welcome to Audience Building, Module 2. It is starting to get really exciting. This is actually just going to be the beginning of our audience building section because audience building is the most important part of crowdfunding. It puts the crowd in crowdfunding. Hey! Well, what do you need to build an audience, and what kind of audience are you trying to build? That's what we're going to get into in this section. To get a crowdfunding audience, you need a few things. It doesn't just need to be as big as possible. I mean, you have probably seen that people can just buy Instagram followers, they can buy Facebook followers, and honestly, I've had people come to me for crowdfunding consulting and saying, well, I've got 1 million Instagram followers, and they're not real. That's not going to help you. These need to be real people. And beyond just being real people, they need to be people who care. They need to be engaged and truly invested in you emotionally and with their time. They need to care and they need to be interested in giving you money. And that is because they need to know that you need it and know that they trust you and know that they want more of your art. They also need to be able to access you. So they need to be able to find your art when you post it. They need to be able to follow you when you go from Instagram to your website or from Twitter to YouTube, or, when you post a new video and they've only heard of you on a podcast, they need to go there. Or if they're mostly interested in photos of your cats and you've just written a book, they need to pop back and forth and have that access ability. So building this audience that is both big, invested, and accessible to you is going to be the main thrust of this section. And we're going to do this in a few ways. First of all, I'm going to get you set up for knowing how to make good social content that builds this system of investment and access, both in your brain and in your audiences, so that you kind of have this framework when you create new things and when you're promoting your crowdfunding project. And second, I'm going to get you set up with creating something. Now, I think you really need to start making content as soon as possible. That's right, even before you launch your crowdfunding project, you need to be creating and putting stuff out into the world. I'm going to be talking about that a lot more during this module and the next few, but the reason that you need to be making content is that people need to spend some time with you. And the more time they spend with you, the more you become a part of their identity and they become a part of your community. And therefore, when it is time for you to need money, they are more excited about being a part of that financially. Getting a t-shirt with your name on it is not as exciting if they've only ever spent 3 minutes watching a video or 30 seconds reading a tweet. It's more exciting if they've spent an hour reading a story or spent 2 hours falling down a YouTube hole. You've got to have that investment. So you and I are going to work together to find some sort of content that you can make regularly for free that is really good quality content that works really well on the internet. And that's going to be the main thrust of this audience building section. So that's right. Let's just go over that one more time. To make a good crowdfunding audience, or really a good online audience at all, they need to be big in quantity, they need to be invested both in engagement and in time, and they need to be accessible to you, and you need to be accessible to them. With that one click, they need to be able to follow you in all of the stuff that you do. And we're going to be doing that by building your framework and by making some incredible content. So let's hop right into this module and figure out what makes you unique, what kind of cool stuff you're going to be making, and let's learn how to navigate this wild world of social media as you, an independent creator. It's a lot, but you can do it, and honestly, you can do it for really cheap, which is kind of amazing. All you have to do is hustle, and you're in this class, so I think you're ready to do it. All right, let's do it!